What's up, everyone? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Mia, and I work as an interior designer 9 to 5. And sometimes I share some videos like this on YouTube. This is the part 4 of the Revit tutorial series, and today I have asked our tutor Ebuka to show us how to model a custom reception desk, which we took inspiration from this image here. So this session will actually be divided into two parts. In the first part, we will learn how to model the actual reception desk from a plan outline and how to give a materials and create a bump texture to it. And in the next session, we will learn how to model a featured suspended ceiling on top of the reception desk, which has planting on top, and Ebuka will also show us how to add text on top of the model. Now, let's start the tutorial.
So let's say you are in a situation whereby you have a custom family to make. Let's say you want a specific table, a specific chair, specific anything, lighting, design element, whatever, and you've checked Revit website or Revit family website and you haven't found anything.
Anything.
You can actually make things. So my advice is, when in doubt, model it. You can actually model things in Revit to suit your taste. And we're just going to do a really simple, fast, nice looking reception desk, following the layout of the CAD file that Mia has sent to me. So there's two ways to do it. On your architecture tab, this is the key we're going to be using, the model in place
Component.
component. So you click on down and click on model in place. What this does is it's going to bring up categories of what you're going to attribute your model to. For example, it's going to be a casework. Let's say I was modeling a light fixture. I will just scroll down to where I see light and click on it.
This is
The
just the name of the category that we want to
exact
create. Yeah. Okay.
exactly. So now I know it's a casework because it's a real world item. So click on it and press OK, and we can rename it reception
Reception desk.
part. We're going to be making two parts. We're going to make it a base and a top. To even make it better, we can actually follow an example one second. There's this
Should
system
we
I
should we just like look on Pinterest and get
yeah,
a
yeah.
image of like
There's
what
this
we
one
want to
there's this one that I've been following for quite some time. It's called
office
like,
snapshot?
yeah. So Office Snapshot is a good
Yeah, we use
resource.
that too.
Yeah, yeah. I used it in my university as well. There's this project that I've been following. One second. Yeah. So this is like, look at how they mirrored whatever is happening on the base on the top, and it helps define the space. We can actually
Yeah.
model this
Okay,
if you
let's do
want.
that. I'm
Okay.
excited.
How excited you are. Okay, so I can tell it goes like that. So there's a space inside and like that. Okay, so I've got like a general feel of how it's gonna look like. I'm just gonna model it really quick on Revit. So you can see my screen, right? I'm gonna model the top part. I can tell from the look of this. I'm not sure if it's wood. It looks something like. What do you think this is? Porcelain or what? What do you think this looks like?
It could be either porcelain or like plastic metal.
Yeah. Okay. Let's just call it so. So in making this table, it's going to be made in two parts. The first part and the bottom here. So let's try and make the first part first, and then we'll make the bottom. The first part. What material would you like to give it?
So maybe let's go with stone,
Stone. Okay. So
white
stone.
stone,
Okay, white stone. Then the bottom part. What material would you like to give it?
timber.
Timber. Okay. Sounds good. So white stone and timber. So let's say we call this white. Now, once you click that in, you have all this. And now is you might be thinking to yourself like, what is all this? How do I start? Don't worry, I got you. First, you want first
I'm glad you got us.
first you want to we want so okay, think about it. We want to make an extrusion from the bottom, right?
Mm-hmm.
Let's say, for example, you're working in Rhino, you draw lines and you extrude curve. It's the same kind of ideology you should have in your mind when you're working in Revit. What you do is you draw the baseline of what you want the base to look like, so you can extrude it. For
Mm-hmm.
example, what am I trying to say? I go to extrusion and I just start drawing. You can draw with these tools. You can draw lines, square, and whatever shape that you want your stuff to be. I'm going to start with lines. So I pick line, and I already have a shape of what's of the size, and I'm going to use my favorite command, which is called pick lines. So which just allows me to draw lines without actually drawing it. So just pick the lines that the outlines of what you want, and now we already have that. So
Mm-hmm.
now that's the first part. We know that there's going to be a hole here for for you. You need to put the other parts and your desktop to rest on. So we're going to create lines in there as well. But what am I talking about? I'm just going to get like something that looks like this, and I'll press CO for copy. I'll copy to this other side as well. Now I want the space from here to here to be the same. So
Mm-hmm.
I press DI to dimension. So DI, you pick here and pick here. This 307.6. I want this to be 307.6 as well. So this is 300 290. So in order to make this to make to edit a dimension, you click on the line or the element that's close to its dimensions to, and we can make it the same thing as well. So this 307.6, you click this and click this and change it to 307.6. Once you're happy, you press enter, and
Mm-hmm.
now we have this and this equal. So now we can just close it. So I'll just continue drawing it here. That's good. So now we want to make sure we delete this part because we want this part to be open. Remember,
Mm-hmm.
keep that in mind. And there are two ways to do it. You can either use two commands called the split line and the trim. What do I mean? To split the line, you press SL. That's a shortcut. So if I press SL, this knife is gonna this knife icon is gonna pop up asking me to select item to split. So I want to split this line here and split this line here.
Mm-hmm.
Once you're done, you click on it and you press delete. So
Okay.
now we have
Split it.
split it. Once you're happy with this, we want to make sure we want to know where it starts and it ends. So we know we have a base that starts from 0 to 300. So now we're going to start this from 300 to 1,000.
Mm-hmm.
So we start from 300 and we go up to 1,000. We can always change this later. It's just showing you how to actually do it if you're modeling it for you know or to sell, because
Mm-hmm.
companies actually hire people to make Revit families.
Mm.
Then you can now give it, a material if you want it to be.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
Where do
so
you
if I
do
want,
that?
yeah, so you go to the properties tab where it says material, where it says by category. Don't do that. Just right click on these three icons, and we've been here before.
Yeah, we have.
So maybe
So
you
we
can
will
you
download the
can
stone material from the
yeah,
assets library.
yes, yes. 1 second. My laptop is, doing its usual loading. So we want a white stone finish. So what we do if we don't have it in the let's try and look for it in our Revit family. So you click on here, click on AEC materials, and just go here and type white stone or stone. And you can filter. Oops.
Stone.
Oh, this is nice.
We have?
Yeah, we have the marble, we have terrazzo. If you're not happy with this, you can always download. It's your choice.
Maybe let's do terrazzo. I'm
Okay,
not sure how heavy the pattern is, but let's try
oh yeah,
terrazzo.
yeah, we'll see. So once you find what you like, just load it in using this arrow here.
Mm-hmm.
You click on it, you press appearance, and it shows us what it actually looks like. So let's click
Okay.
on image.
I mean, I quite like this.
Yeah, yeah, same, same. So once you're happy, you press done
Mm-hmm.
and you press apply and you press OK. So now we've given this what's it called? A material.
Yeah.
Now there's an obvious, oh, you need to model the inside. I know. We're just trying to show you the basic form. We're not
Yeah.
going to get into modeling the whole
Mm-hmm.
like workers. That's a topic for a different day, and that's going to take a lot of time. Once
Okay.
you're happy with the shape, you press OK.
Mm-hmm.
So now we've created the basic shape of our stuff. Before I press this, I like to go to 3D view to see how it actually looks. So what I'm going to do is go to 3D view. Okay, that's the wrong family. My bad. So go here, and you can see our table is looking perfecto. We just have to change the scale because it is too small.
Yeah,
It's looking really nice.
it does.
Um, I actually like it. Okay.
I like it, but like maybe let's because I can see like small patterns, so maybe we
Yes, yes,
can
yes. So
make it
change the
bigger.
line. So now that's why I like looking at it in realistic. So now let's go back to terrazzo and increase the actual size.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we'll just give that a moment to load. I feel like the reason it's taking a moment to load is because we are working in realistic, so it's taking time to render that as well. Typical Revit fashion. It's okay. Okay, so we're back here. Good appearance, and let's bump this guy up. So it's no wonder it's 120. Let's go like 1,000
Okay.
or what do you reckon? 700, 750?
Yeah, 700. Let's see.
If it's in feet, I can already tell. Okay, 2 feet, 3 feet. But if it's
Maybe a
millimeters,
thousand. Thousand is
a
maybe.
thousand.
Yeah, it's like 1 meter.
eh,
I don't know if that makes sense to you.
Yeah, 1,000. So you can increase if you want it. Why are you laughing?
Okay, go for it.
If you want it to be glossy, you can always do that. But if you just want like a nice matte finish, you can do that as well. But if you want to be glossy, you can increase the glossy nature to
Glossiness.
maybe say 330. Depends. You apply up to your uncle, and now
Aha!
it
Oh, so
looks
beautiful.
super nice. Once you're happy with that, you press OK. Save the project. Make sure you always. What is this? This specified
No,
load.
don't collapse.
Okay, good. So I'm just going to make this as a hidden line so it is smoother. So now we've made this part of the stuff. We have to make
The
uh,
bottom part.
the bottom part and a place where you put the laptop, just like a small stuff. First off, let's make the bottom part. So the same thing that we did the last time. Go to the
What
front
view
part.
is this? Sorry again. The 3D view
It
with
is
the
yeah,
line.
so this is called the hidden line.
Oh, this is the hidden line view.
Yeah.
Okay.
So this hidden line, they shaded. Shaded just gives it like a shaded view. Then there is consistent colors. Then there is realistic. Realistic gives you like a foretaste of the material that you've added to it before you actually render it. But that also takes time to actually
So
show
can I
because
just say so like this is shaded view.
yes, no
And
constant colors,
hmm,
consistent colors.
the colors. Is this so when you like want to change this color, let's say, like so at the moment the reception desk is gray,
Yeah.
but you let's say you want to change the color in this view
Okay.
to white, can you do that or not really?
No, not really.
Okay.
You can only see the actual materials or the actual colors of what you've given is when you go to realistic. That's how Revit works. See, now you
Mm-hmm.
can see that that's a wood, that is white stone. So
Okay.
now we have that. We have two more parts to go. We have to model, sorry, the bottom and the inside. So we just go to the first floor. We already have the shape. We want to make the bottom. Same thing. You go to architecture, you go to components, you go to model in place. I could have done this like at the same time when I was making the other one, but it brings up it's complex. So I like to do it separately and group it as a whole, like a family, or just move it. So go to model in place, and same thing. Go to casework. I'm just gonna call it inside parts. Lack of a better word. That's gonna in parts. Once I'm happy, I know I want to make it an extrusion.
Mm-hmm.
And I know I want it's gonna be a rectangle that goes from here, like say somewhere here.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. So now it's still showing 300 to this. It's fine. We can always fix it. Do you also want to
Maybe
give it
maybe
the
let's do, sorry, 500 to 800.
yeah, that makes sense. 500.
Actually, no, sorry, 700 to 800.
We need also have to account the thickness. Yeah, this sounds like that's a big boy.
So yeah, 700. It's like
700.
maybe 10 centimeter.
Yeah. Do you also want to live in the terrazzo fill as well? The terrazzo material? You can change it if you want, but like
Just for this, maybe it's
yeah,
terrazzo
yeah,
is
yeah.
fine.
Yeah, sure. So once you're happy with it, you press OK. And now we have our inside parts. Let's go to our 3D view to look at how it looks like.
Yep.
See? Nice.
Ooh.
I like it. So now we need to do the under part, the metal part, or whatever
Wood
material
part.
we need. Yeah, sorry, the timber part.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and now same thing. Go to your floor plan, go to architecture, components, move it in place. Let's go. Let's call it. Okay, still casework.
Caseworks, yeah.
Yeah.
I want to make it a little bit offset from the actual volume. So the
Okay,
bottom part is like a little bit smaller.
I've got you. So base, wooden base. You
Yeah.
press OK. So now, what since you want that, we can first use our extrusion lines to draw the outskirts of this. Then we can offset it,
Okay.
or we can just offset it. So, what offset would you like it to be? Like, what's the what can it be?
Maybe 15, sorry, 150.
150. So you go to where it says offset and type 150,
Mm-hmm.
and you click on the exterior lines.
Mm-hmm.
Once you have that, you press escape a couple times and press TR just to trim the line. So press TR, take this and this, that and that, this and this, and then we already have our base. Now, if you want to use the same, like, I feel like the 150 was too much to have
The
this
offset? Oh, the curve?
curve. But like, if you want it to have that curve, you can also do that as well. So if you want to have the curve, you just make it a bit smaller than a 150. Let's say 100. So yeah, that's too small. Let's say 50.
Okay.
But see, if we do 50, we can actually like offset it, and
Okay.
actually
Mm-hmm.
give its
Maybe not there because we need the void as well, no?
oh, we don't even need to. Okay,
Because no?
thank you for being on this show. Out of okay, so this, that, and that. Okay, we
Yeah.
good. We are good. So delete this part. Okay, press TR to trim
Perfect.
to get this part. Offsets. If was offset this part, so I'll make it 50. It's fine. TR to trim. TR to trim. Now we have our base. Once you're happy with this, remember we want it to go from zero, start at zero, and end at 300.
Mm-hmm.
That's where the main part starts from, so it makes sense, right? So now let's give it a wooden slab material or timber. I think I have a material for it for my desktop.
Okay.
So now we have this open. Let's look for timber. Again, we go here, go to AC materials, make sure that's activated, and go to timber. Let's see what it gives us. I don't like the materials, but anyways, you can use this. Let's see how this looks like. This is the one I have on my. No, never mind. I'm
No.
gonna make a new one. I'm gonna call it, rename it, and call it Timbers. That's get it from my desktop. Go to appearance. Go to image. Uh, it's on my desktop. Let's see. It's called. Let's see if I can find it real fast. Designs, materials. Okay, no, not there. Here, textures. Aha, found it. I'm gonna use this one.
Okay.
Press OK for sad wood. Oh, this is so nice. So for sad wood, I'm gonna get a bump as well to give it that, this one, normal or rough. I'm gonna get a rough. Okay, now I'm just gonna edit the width. So this is 300. So let's
It's really
make
small.
it 700. 700.
Or 1,000.
1,000. Okay. I don't know how to do this stuff with
When it's millimeters.
millimeters. My brain just turns off. 1,000. Okay, you can increase the amount if you want it to be more accentuated. Once you're
I'm
happy with it,
excited to see this.
that's nice. Apply, press OK. And now let's fix this.
Create.
Uh,
What are you doing? Like trim?
yeah, trim.
So it in trim, does it work both ways? So you can cut it short, but you can also connect the lines.
Yes. I'm just trying to find. We're good to go. Press OK. Now we have it there. It's on the bottom. Before we press anything, okay, let's go to 3D and see how it looks like. Nice, it's looking good. We have that nice offsets.
Is the material has been added?
Yeah, it's because I'm clicked on it. That's why it's not showing.
Ah, fabulous.
I like it.
I like it.
See. Like, look at the texture. We can
Textures.
reduce this if if we want it to be more smooth. So, for example, if you just want it to be a nice this, you can see that this is very pronounced. Look at the difference between a high quality material I got from the internet and just a Revit material. Like, if I got a white stone from that website, it would even look more crisp than this. For example, let's say we want to get rid of this. We go to timber slats. It's going to
Get
timber
rid
slats.
of get rid of what? Like the bump.
So yeah, we'll just reduce the bump so it's not too grainy. So now let's reduce the bump amount to let's say 30. Yeah, press OK, apply, press OK. See, looks nice.
Looks super
Once you're happy,
beautiful.
yeah. Once you're happy, you press OK, and now that's how to model
Reception.
a reception desk,
Yay.
a custom reception desk. Okay, so a recap of what we did today. We went on to model a custom reception desk, where this would be really helpful where you are on a crunch for time, or you want something really specific, and you're looking on Revit websites and not seeing something specific for your exact Revit family or your exact project. We saw how to model forms like this, go into the architecture components and model in place, making sure we have the extrusion turned on and drawing lines based off of the plan that Mia has provided. You know, we talked about giving it materials as well, scaling the materials, giving it a bump map. The importance of using high quality materials to give it a really good material. Like for example, if I had used a really low quality material, you wouldn't like this. Making sure you have the right materials and the right skill for the project, what gives it that sense of reality and gives it that sense of plausibility when you're talking to clients. Once they can see what they're familiar with, it kind of gravitates them to you, and increases your trustworthiness and professionalism as well. So yeah, that's all, folks, for today, and we'll see you on our next video. So yeah, that's pretty much it.
Thank you, Ebuka. See you next
You're
time.
welcome. See you next time.